I'm here with Blair Hundertmark, director of Women Playing Hamlet, one of the shows of the upcoming season here at New Hampshire Theater Project. How are you today, Blair?
So excited to talk to you, Robin.
Oh, man, I'm excited to talk to you, too.
Happy to be here.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about the play.
The play is about a woman who is cast as Hamlet and her sort of struggles with coming to terms with being prepared to play Hamlet. And she goes through on this journey and meets all these different other characters who both support her, not so much, and basically tell her she's not worthy, she's not old enough, she's too old, she needs to be a male, what is she thinking? And so she hires an acting coach to help her prepare for the role. And that's the journey that she goes on for the until the end, the finale, when we find out whether she's good enough.
Wow. And so is there Shakespeare in the play? Is it actually a performance of Hamlet, or do we?
Yes, it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So it both makes fun of Shakespeare and parodies the play. If you know the play, it's a little bit helpful, but you don't really need to know the play. It's actually like a really funny play. It's just really well written. It's very quick. It's scene to scene to scene. These three other actors, other than the lead, Jessica, play 18 different characters, from her Minnesota mother to a priest to barflies to bike messengers, and there's a recurring Patrick Stewart joke throughout the whole piece as well.
Great. Yeah. So for your Jean-Luc Picard fans out there,
you love this show. He does make an appearance through some of the projections. So the play also uses a lot of projection.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So is there anything that drew you to this play in particular as a director?
Well, Genevieve sent me the play, and I looked at the title and was like, oh, Women Playing Hamlet. Oh, geez. Okay, I'll give it a read. And I just started, I laughed out loud the entire way through the play, and I liked it way more than I thought I was going to.
Nice.
I was really surprised. It's really smart writing,
Yeah.
and the Jessica character goes on a nice journey. A lot of recurring jokes happen in there, but they don't fall flat on their face. They're very funny, and it's got a nice little payoff at the end that's really sweet. And if you know a little bit of Shakespeare, a little bit of Hamlet, you get fed these delicious little morsels that come in, and different characters might say a line that came out of the play.
Yeah.
And in the end, she gives a little speech that you might recognize.
Oh, okay. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
So this season's theme is "Are We There Yet?" How does this show relate to that theme? Connect to that theme?
So in theater in the last half a decade or something, there's been a lot of movement about non-gender specific casting, and casting males as females, females as males, non-binary, trying to do ethnic casting, blind casting as well. So I think this, 5 years ago, this was probably a little bit more avant-garde than it is today, because just in the last 3 years, I think things have casting, with women playing men's roles, but it's sort of the bigger question of Hamlet is the definitive, the biggest Shakespeare character, right? And I think even if anybody's cast in that role, it's intimidating.
Yeah.
And so it's not just about the gender; it's about the weight of that role, and how do you do justice to it, and how do you prepare for it. And so part of this journey is really that part. The other is the gender side, and so are we there yet? Can be are you ever ready and prepared to go on stage in that role first time as an actor, or are we there yet? Is it time? Have we reached parity
As a society,
Yes.
Are we there yet? Are we ready for this?
Yes, are we
Very
ready
cool.
for this? Yeah.
Very cool.
And it's it's a play that comes at it through a very humorous angle, but
Awesome.
I think the message in the end, which is essentially, I don't, spoiler alert, but it's not anything huge, but the lesson is you have to know yourself before you take on any role. And in life, that's know the different roles that you play, whether it's son, father, husband, friend, colleague. We play these roles,
Yeah.
and you have to know yourself, and like before you play any of those roles as well. So, and that's
Very cool.
where this show gets to.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about the concept of the show and what it might look like up on the stage?
Yes, so it's one of my favorite approaches, which is not quite a bare stage, but suggestive objects on the stage. So
Cool.
It's sort of set as a rehearsal hall.
Mm-hmm.
And the playwright's conceit is that Shakespeare didn't use a lot of scenery in his plays. So they did it by talking about where they were. We're now in the woods and it's dark, and the moon is out.
Right. Yeah.
So they use that conceit. And it's just quick. These are quick scenes. So there's a lot of very fast scene changes. And for example, a costume rack could be turned into a closet.
Sure.
And you could just slide the clothes apart and make it look like you're hiding in a closet.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
think pieces like that. But there's also a great deal of fun projection in this, which helps set the scene as well. And that's where Patrick Stewart comes in.
Exciting. Very cool. So a minimalistic kind of imaginative approach. But
Yes.
I love the idea of projections. It's something that we've been seeing a bit more in the NHTP tool bag in the past few years. So I'm glad that we're continuing to use it. It's always a cool addition.
This kind of staging also lets the audience use their imagination much more than if we give them a unit set that's all built in the doorways and the curtains and the dining room table. So this you have to like create the world yourself, which I is a big fan of.
Very